Hello, everyone. Thank you again for joining us for another Divination Wednesday. We read cards, charms, wellness runes, witches' runes. We might even do a little astrology today. It's up to the spirits and you to decide what will be your reading. Thank you again for joining us. If you would be so kind as to take this time to share out this video and leave a like, we'd greatly appreciate it. Sit back and enjoy the show. I'll be with you shortly.
Hi everyone, how are you today? I'm feeling crappy today, but I said nope. We're gonna do a few readings. You guys got here on time, so yous are definitely in. Oh, thank you, Anne. I'm so glad you came in. Um, Anne, do you want a reading? I pinned in the comments there who asked for the reading as they came in. So we have Regina, Smoking Joe, Kelly, Kirian, Kim, Diane, and on. Yeah, all righty. Oh, yeah, definitely, Anne. All right. And I better put Jen in because I have like this feeling she's going to come in and want a reading desperately today. Hi, Krista. How you doing, Krista? You feeling well? Thanks for all your coffee. If you have some energy and you want to play the calendar game, that'd be great. Mm-hmm. All righty. Here we go. Krista, you want a reading? Um, Thanks. Thank you. Um, yeah, I hadn't done crafting in a long while because my arm was killing me. Um, and so I was like, oh, I won't do crafting for a while. I was doing the cooking because I have to eat regardless, right? And so the other day I was like, no, I have to do some Easter crafts. I like doing spring crafts. So I got a few of my things out and I started crafting. Well, after I did the bunnies, the pain in the back of from my shoulder blade, well, what is this part? Yeah, I guess like right around like my shoulder area down the back, like to my breast, hurt so bad that every time I moved, I screamed. Like I was like, I was in so much pain that my son comes out of his room and goes, "What the hell are you yelling about?" I go, "I'm not yelling. I'm owing really hard because I'm in pain." um. So yeah, for the last 2 days, It's been killing me. And I didn't even do the gnome that I wanted to do yet. So, yeah, well, that's life. I'm doing all right, I guess. If you're up to it, yes. Yes, Anne. Anne and I were chitty chatting. He goes live around the same time I do. Like, well, I think like a little after on Wednesdays. Um, yes, Krista. All righty. Here we go. We got 10 people in. Let's do some reading. Regina and Lalu are first. Lalu, what do you want to read? Mm. And the pain is so bad. The house is insanely haunted. Yeah. I had a few people come to cross from there. Like, it's like a railroad station, that place. Like, spirits of past just walk through there. They chitty chat together. They like go on their merry way. It's very funny. Um, Tell me again, Lalu, what would you like? Okay. Lalu's pretty easy today. She's like, whatever. And then I'll give you the message. Like, okay. I guess the message is going to be more important, really, than the reading. So let's go with some cards and then, oh my God. I know Wednesday. When other day can I come for a reading? Wednesdays are usually my reading days. Saturday, if I have nothing planned, I'll do readings on Saturday. But I've been taking walks with you guys on Saturday um, instead of, But if I am if I can't go for the walk, like if it's raining or something on a Saturday night, then I'll do an extra reading day. But because it takes so much energy sometimes, I try to keep the readings one day a week. And then, because then I do extra stuff for people on the side. Like, people will ask me, can you contact this one for me? Can you talk to this one? They'll ask me questions. And so, um, that's why I tell you guys you can get me on Facebook if you really need something, on Messenger, because I can tell you at my pace then, in between, if you need something after the reading on Wednesday, or if you missed the reading Wednesday or I can't get to you, we can always do something on Messenger. All right, Regina, your first card is the Margarita of Foodie. Look at that pretty margarita. Margaritas mean you have psychic abilities. It represents purity, wisdom, and spirituality, but also resilience and strength in the face of adversity. This comes to you because you have a thirst for additional knowledge and spiritual nourishment and emotional release. Great. Go get yourself a margarita and let yourself relax and soak in the atmosphere. Hey, Pam, love, how are you? Okay, and then you got the spell book of scary pentacles. The spell book of scary pentacles. People believe spells are just for witches and warlocks. This isn't the case. The spell book appears to you symbolizing your pursuit of knowledge and spiritual development. Okay, so I see a pattern here. You're obviously going through something and you're trying to get a spiritual perspective on it. um, and that's why you're diving deeper into spirituality. Um, you have a deeper need for understanding of yourself and the universe around you. Release unconscious forces or potentials that have been closed up inside the spell book, trapping you from breaking free. Ooh. Then the next one you got is the jester. The jester. Christina, did you pick up something heavy like at the groceries? No, I did not. I got Amazon Fresh delivers my food because that's the only place I could afford to get food. And then, my son really brings it in. I make sure he's home when the delivery comes. um, so yeah, I didn't lift anything heavy. Even when I brought you guys to the Dollar Tree, I brought my pull along thing so that we can pull it along. So the Jester of Coffee Cups is your next one. Everything carries a full spiritual meaning, even a cup of joe. Coffee often accompanies informal conversation. This is a sense of companionship and conversation and a need to share our experiences and understandings. Your coffee machine symbolizes your reliance on others. This gesture is offering you a mug, which is a symbol of comfort and companionship, and asks that you share your hopes, goals, and dreams with loved ones and friends over coffee. Ooh. The Queen of Scary Pentacles is your next card. You're feeling sexy today. Dress up in your devil outfit and phone a friend, but not for who wants to be a millionaire question. Men and women alike, this card comes to you when you aren't exactly on your game. The queen is here to take advantage of your vulnerability. Don't let her. Today is your sexy day. Go out there and live it well. Oh, hey, Sammy. Very good cards for Regina. Now let's see. Let's see what message Lalu has for you. Um, oh, okay. Regina, here is your message. Ah, yes, Sammy. I hope you're getting somewhere with that. I didn't fall in a manhole, but I feel like I did. So that's what's going on today. All right, Regina. The air may feel thin around you, and it may feel um like it's hard to breathe. But there is more to life than what is right in front of you. You just have to look past the immediate to see the future. Hmm. Okay. Um, was that it for her? You have a question, Regina? I think so. I don't know. Let's see. Lalu's still here, so that usually means maybe somebody has a question. Okay. Yes? Okay, the answer to your question is yes. Okay, and that's for Regina from Lalu. And next is Joe. Oh, I thank God every day I don't have any stairs. Yeah, and your answer is yes to your question. Usually when, they're still here, I figure. You're welcome. I'm here having coffee. I'm having some coffee too. All right, let's see what your guide, Mike, wants to read for you. What do you want to read for her? Oh, okay. The new ones. I think the new ones are these witchy ones. See that one? Do you want one of these too? I think it's that, but I think, okay, those three. All righty. Here we go. So the first one you got is the mushrooms. The mushrooms. So let's see what the mushrooms mean. What are the mushrooms? Oh, okay. At least this is an alphabetical order. Milk mushrooms. Okay. Mushrooms are. Hey, Shimmer Soul. How are you? Of course. Thank you for the donation, love. That's so sweet of you. Um. Okay, so mushrooms are the hidden peace and quiet growth. Then you got the book. The book. Hey, James. That's fabulous. You were able to get them. I'm so happy. Book. That's a B. The book stands for hope, revelations, and ignorance. And then you got Maria Sambina, which is healing. Okay, let's see what Maria has to say. Is this in alphabetical too? No, God forbid. God forbid they should be in order. Here we go. What ails you? Seeking help, helping others. Maria, who could not read or write, lived in poverty in the mountains of southern Mexico, is considered one of the greatest shaman poet or wise ones of the Mazatec language. She improvised her chants during psilocybin mushroom ceremonies performed to heal the sick. Her rich spiritual vision was informed by native Mazatec beliefs as well as the Catholic faith. Ooh, something with the mushrooms, because see, she performs mushroom ceremonies and you got the mushrooms. So have you been sick or feeling sick lately? What's going on with the mushroom? I never got where something went together like that. I'm just gonna look up something else on the mushrooms. Give me a second. Spiritual meaning of mushrooms. Mushrooms are often referred to as teachers due to their ability to expand consciousness and provide profound spiritual experiences. Hmm. The mushroom is a symbol of nature's rebirth, regeneration, and renewal. Its unique ability to break down and transform decaying matter into fertile soil is a testament to the power of transformation and the cycle of life. Ooh. Okay, let's see if there's another message for you. There. Um, last week I felt sick, but now I'm okay. Okay. Um, rejuvenate, regenerate, and rebirth, though. It's the spiritual meaning of mushrooms. So there was definitely a sign in that since you got two things about mushrooms. But anyway, now let's see what else. If there's anything they have to tell you. All right, go ahead. Oh, that's lovely. Um, all right, you ready? Joe, love is often found when least expected. Love for a friend, a pet, or even nature. It will come fast and furious and become a stepping stone for your future endeavors. Hmm, hello. The answer is yes. Okay. All right. So you have a question. I believe the answer to the question is yes. Thank you so much. Okay. There you go. Don't turn that way, Christina. It hurts. All right. It sounded like my son sniffled, and I go, oh. And then I realized my son was at work. Did you guys hear it? Was it just me? Anywho, I'm going back to read the chat for a second. All right, I'll see you later, Sammy. I know you probably already went, but yeah. Okay. All right. Next is Kelly. Oh, sure, Kirian. Kirian, I'm gonna do Kelly, and then you're next. I do have a great video, by the way, on crystals for chakras, for different teas for chakras, but you definitely got to know which one you got to work on. So that is a good question. All right. Um, what do you want to read for Kelly? I'm sorry, Mary Beth. Ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Okay, wait. This one? Okay. It all pans out and makes sense. Okay. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, it's not your fault. They slippy. I really don't want to bend though, but yeah, I got you. I hate when they fall on the floor. Wait, is there two down there? Oh, sure. It's like I already pulled all three of them. I was like, what? Because two of them are there. Okay, I got you. Well, fine then. Here we go. Don't have to do no more work. We did it. All right. Okay, let me just make sure I got one. Yeah, that's what. Okay. All right. So we'll go with the lovers first, Kelly. The lovers, the major one. Where's the lovers? Number 6, 5. Here we go. Love, harmony, union. The lovers is not the card of a passing fancy or frivolous fling. It represents enduring intimacy, deep respect, and unshakable trust. It is time to quit the head. It's time to quit the head and explore the trustiest needs of the heart in every area of life. Linked to the twin star sign of Gemini, this card often represents the twin flame and romantic love. But most important, it speaks of the love and care you give to yourself. Does your work bring you joy, or is it a source of dread? Do you choose partners who are available and attuned with your desires, or do you find yourself swept away in the drama of suffering and longing? Is your home a place that offers you comfort, or is it cluttered and in despair? The Lover's card asks you to leave behind the things that don't nourish your soul. It asks you to love yourself enough to tend to the garden of your life until it bears the sweetest of fruits. Okay. Then you got the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands. She's cute. action, adventure, luck. This card is simply busting with good fortune. Peek into your future and you will see that it is indeed bright. Adventure and blessings are beckoning you forth, so don't hesitate. Plans are being realized, your creative projects are bearing fruit, and there may even be a wedding or a ceremony to celebrate love and solidarity commitment. Do you do your best to trust your instincts and gently brush aside the opinions of others at this time. You are the captain of this ship and you are the author of your destiny. Take action, get a firm grip on the wheel, and steer yourself towards what energizes and enlivens you. Luck is on your side. Oh, excuse me. Kelly always gets the best reading. Then you got the Knight of Wands. That's two wands there. Knight of Wands. King, Queen. Where's the Knight? Oh, here we go. Knight. Flow, fire, intuition. The Knight of Wands is charming, impulsive, and sometimes throws all caution to the wind. Deeply attuned to the flow of energy and intuition, the Knight follows whims and feelings in search of exciting new experiences and usually finds them. Fury, passion spurs this Knight on, and occasionally friends and lovers might get burned. Dance with this Knight if you dare, but be sure to free yourself of expectations. You may be influenced positively or negatively, depending on your ability to navigate the instability of the Knight's nature. Encountering a wild spirit is an exciting ride, but it is not without risks. Okay, interesting. While I was reading that, did you hear the noises? Like I'm here by myself. Anywho, with that being said, they're waiting impatiently for me. Oh, what can I tell you? Okay, sorry. All right. Do we have another message for Miss Kelly? My pen ran out of ink. Give me 1 second, Miss Mary Beth. I know I have another one somewhere. Don't go anywhere. Well, I'm hoping I have another one somewhere. But maybe I'm a liar. Oh, wait. I thought the other one was in there. Aha! Okay, Kelly, here's your message. It's time to throw caution out the window when it comes to trying something new that can make you happy. Your soul is burning for adventure, yet your mind is being a party pooper. That was the message for you. Stop being such a party pooper. Yes. Yes, yes. Yeah. Okay, and yes for you. Okay, James. If I can possibly, we have a lot today. If I could possibly sit through it, otherwise I will do it after on the messenger where I could lay. Okay, because I hurt my arm and my back are terrible today. Absolutely horrific. Um, if I can, I will definitely. Um, yes was the answer to your question, Kelly. And then we have Kyrian. Um, just give me one. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. It's just like, all right. So give me 1 second. I'll probably have to do three instead of four today. Stop for a second, stand up, and then yeah, because um I like I said, it's I don't know what I did to myself, but and I don't I don't use painkillers because I feel like that just masks the pain. So I have absolutely nothing in the house that I could take for like pain. So I'm just like I have my pads, that you put on your back, but I have to wait till my son comes to put it on there because I can't move my arms back there to put it because yeah. Anyhow, so we're just standing up for a second. See, I just gonna stand for 1 second while you're here. Yay. Thank you. It resonates completely. All righty. I'm glad. I had an interesting crossover the other. Painkillers reduce inflammation. Just take them. Just take them. Um, yeah. Well, that's probably what I need. Just an anti-inflammatory, not so much a painkiller. I probably just need an anti-inflammatory, which may help. Even once, yeah. You know what I did yesterday? I just spent an hour in a hot shower and I was good to go. But then, during the day today, it acts up, as you stand, sit, move. Um, but I had an interesting crossover the other day, guys. Yeah. Oh, ibuprofen's an anti-inflammatory. Does it mess with your stomach though? I guess if you only take one, but you know, I try not to take anything because I know like I don't normally take medicine. So like when I was gonna take the plane, it said you could take two of those um motion sickness things that make you sleep. Um and I only took one and I was practically loopy and out of my out like a light. So I couldn't keep my eyes open. Oh, Advil is ibuprofen. That A leave is the only thing I'll take, like one a leave if I have a migraine, because I can't deal with those guys. So like once every 5 years, I'll get one, and I take one a leave, sometimes a half, and I'll just lay down for 10 minutes and it will go away. The leave is like a magic drug if you have a migraine. You know? For me, anyway. I take a lot of ibuprofen. Oh, thank you, Evie. Yeah. Okay. We stood up a little bit. Now I'm going to sit my butt down. All righty. Kirian. Um, Rista, what you want to read for Kirian? Sorry, honey. Oh, the new one? Oh, the witch's runes? I gotcha. When she said witches, I thought she meant the witch's oracles. She wants witch's runes. Okay, I gotcha. Here we go. Oh, thank you, Evie. What with castor oil and cayenne pepper rub on it? Really? Oh, I'm gonna try that. I don't have castor oil, but I could probably get it from Amazon. Get anything you need from Amazon, I think. Okay, let's see what we got. Huh. Well, that's a good witch's runes reading. So the first one you got is the female. The female Mother Earth, nurturing and healing, creative, traditional female attributes and abilities, characteristics of a female, and the home. And then you got the moon and the sun, which is kind of contradictory. So basically, because one is feminine and one is masculine. So you're going to have to use both in this time. You're going to have to use your feminine side because you got two feminine. So that's going to be the prominent, but you're also going to have to bring out some masculine attributes. Um, like, I'll read you the male attributes. The moon, intuition, inner thoughts, creativity, sensuality, magic, secrets, dreams. And together with the sun, it means a balanced partnership. Ooh. The moon represents a woman. Okay, so two female ones. Then you got the sun. And the sun is success, pride, power, progress, stability, a natural leader, hidden things brought to light, um, and you also got the harvest, so a great wealth, and it represents a male. So the male attributes that you're going to have to pull in, like defending, action, being empowered, having confidence, strength, goals, conquering, all that is like the masculine you're going to have to bring into the situation. And then you got the harvest, which is always good luck and good fortune. Um, Growth, prosperity, health, um, good fortune. So all good ones for you, Kyrian. So now let's see what the message is. Now, Rista, you know she wanted to know about her chakras. So maybe you have a message in that for her. Okay, Kyrian. Always start with the root of the problem and the root chakra. Once you're grounded, things will become clearer. You also have to unblock your third eye because you either ignore your intuitions most of the time or you just can't hear them. But you're starting to ask questions, which is the perfect way to get answers. So work on the root chakra and the third eye. Um, I think we're in a group that Mary made, right? I think you're in that group, Kyrian, are you? Um on Messenger, I can throw in the videos about how to clear the root chakra and the third eye chakra. Um, and then I think you have another yes or no question. And your answer is yes. Hey. Whew. Oh, so that must have been the yes. Is Rista happy for me or not? So she happy with you? Yes, she said she's happy you're starting to ask questions, right? And that's the best way to get answers. So, hey Jen. Hi Andre. I hope you guys are well. You're not in the group. Okay. So I'm gonna have to put the group link in here. Yes, she didn't mention them. So I'm assuming, and sometimes if one is off, it will throw off the other ones. But once you fix that one, like the grounding, it will balance the rest out. Um, which is why the root chakra is always the most important because you have to be grounded to be balanced. Um, so it might just be the others are out of alignment because your root chakra is nutty, you know. But she didn't mention anything other than the root and the third eye. So those would be the two that I would work on. Root first, because once that's in balance, then you can work on the third eye one. Alrighty, Kim is next. What do you want to read for Kim? I know. Funny enough, you weren't here in the beginning, but as I was writing the names after the last name that I wrote before other people came in, I wrote Jen right after Annie because I said, I know Jen's going to come in and I know she needs a reading really bad. I swear to God, you could go back and look. You're welcome, Kirian. And so next is Kim. Then we have Diane. Then we have Annie. Then we have Jen. Then we have Krista, Pam, Shimmer Soul, and James. So there you go. Uh, I already knew you needed a rating desperately. So there you go. You're already on the list. Okay. So, Kim, who do we got? Sparks? Sparks and friends. Okay, Sparks, what you want to read? Uh-huh. These and I tell you, I don't normally just put people on the list randomly, but I knew right away. I was like, no. See my Jen on the list there? Which way am I going? There's Jen. I didn't lie. You're there. Well, he must have brought friends because he knew I put out cake. Is that is that the story? All right, what do we got? We got that? Okay. Here we go. We got pretty amethyst for you, Kim. Pretty amethyst cards. So the first one you got is the engine, which is cooperation. The engine. It's not in any kind of order. The engine. Cooperation. Hard work and progress. Then you got the heart, which is, of course, love. The heart is love, affection, and relationships. And then you got the I for awareness. awareness, clarity, and a fresh look. So let's see what your message is. Oh, Kim. Here you go. You ready? All this family stuff, it's great. But where's the Kim stuff? What happened to Kim's dreams? They must be in the yard next to the trash bins. Go retrieve them and get started with at least one till you do all of them. That is your message. And there's a question. Uh, Yes. Okay. And I think you had a question. Spark says yes. Yes. And that was for you, Kim. So I hope that made sense to you. Yeah, that was a nice message. All right, Diane, you're getting some chips. Watch, Kim's computer went out. She's going to come back and be like, hey, okay, I will. That might be in your message. Because he's like, oh, we'll write a message. And I'm like, but wait, let me pull her something. No, no, no. And he's like, all right, chips. I go, okay. So let's start with this. Number 3 is the crown. The crown. A reward, possibly some promotion or another gain, is coming to someone close to you. Recognize their achievement and congratulate them well. Their joy will prove to be contagious. And you got number 5, the candle, number 5. A friend who you may not know yet will bring a solution to a long held worry. They will make a big difference in your life. Mm. Okay, Anne, and I believe you're next. So, yes. So you got back just in time. Then you got the bell, number 22, the bell. The bell, an interesting piece of news is herald. The bell may ring for a birth, a marriage, a job, a change in circumstance. Ooh, let's hope it's a change in circumstance. Then you got the thimble, number 28, the thimble. The thimble. A new acquaintance influences your future, in the short term at least. You may find them strange at first, but take a second look before forming an opinion of them. So that's two, like, see, a new acquaintance, someone you don't know yet. Someone's going to make a big impact that you don't know yet. Interesting. Okay, let's see what the message is. And company. You're welcome, Kim. I didn't know if your computer gave out on you. Oh, okay, you ready? The lights are many lost loved ones, hoping to reunite with what once was. In the absence of life, there's death. Death is not an ending, just a new journey. Confusion sets in, just like when living. A new path is always at first misinterpreted. Okay, that was that message. Now you have a question. Now you have a question. Your answer is no. The answer to your question is no. Okay. That's the first no we got in a little while. I hope it's a good no. Thank you, Lou. Wow, they said no. Yes, Jen. And right away, I barely picked it up and she was like, no. I was like, damn. All right, Miss Anne. Anne. I haven't read Anne for a little bit. Um, so just remind me of your name, sweetheart. Because sometimes I forget. Okay, your new one for Anne. You weren't the one that read before. Oh, I got you. Very good. Nice to meet you. What do you want to read for Anne? Yes, I have something. You want these? They're really close to regular tarot. All righty. Here we go. I did, but it got working again. Why? Well, I'm right on the money today, guys. I'm right on the money. I knew Jen would need a reading. I knew your computer went out. All right, Anne, here we go. We're going to see what we got for you. Oh, okay. Let's see. That one like jumped out. Like, no, don't lose me. All right. Okay. Is that what he wants? Ah, the first one you got is the Terror of Daggers. Look how pretty her dress is. The Terror of Daggers. Daggers. Let's see. Curiosity. The Terror of Daggers is bursting at the seam with new ideas, with journals full of fresh thoughts and big ambitions. The thirst for knowledge is unquenchable. You currently have no plan for execution, but ambition and curiosity are sufficient enough to drive this force. There's something you're thinking of doing, and maybe you're just like, I don't know, how to do it. Yeah, it's obviously something that will be good for you to do. Ooh, then you got the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups. Cups. Choices. All of the choices are currently laid out in front of you. It appears as though the world is your oyster. However, proceed with caution, as there are many tricksters around every corner, and your choices can set your fate in stone. Carefully contemplate every option before you jump in with both feet, because some decisions cannot be undone. Hmm. And then you got the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. So Two Cups cards. Partnership, love, and tension. A truly balanced couple leans into their partnership. Happiness is at its peak when you find genuine love. The best relationships are born from a strong partnership where both voices are heard and respected, and each member is allowed to take up space. Now, cups. Cups is the suit of water. It explores your emotions and deepest feelings. So, oh, okay, hon. All right. Now let's see if there's a message for Anne. Ooh, this is nice. You're at the crossroads. You just took one step and boom, there you are with three different paths. You can choose, there's three different paths you can choose. You thought you knew where you were going, and now all of a sudden you're lost. But nothing is ever truly lost, it's just out of your sight. Ooh. Oh, really? Is that you're at this little like, oh, you got this decision could go three ways because he said there was three ways to go. Um, Interesting. Now, I think you have does she have a question for me? Is that what you're telling me? Okay. Yeah. Okay. And the answer is yes. Uh-huh. So the answer to your question, Anne, is yes. You had a question that came to your mind, and the answer is yes from your spirit guide. Technical difficulties, of course. All right. Jen, did you make it back? I know she's jumping back and forth. Oh, good, Anne. I'm glad that helped. While we're just waiting for Jen for 1 second, um, I'm going to have a quick smoke. Every Wednesday, am I spot on? What do you think? Not yet, Pam. You fell asleep. I'm sorry. We got Jen next, then Krista, Pam, Shimmer Soul, James. I'm here. Okay, then let's do Jen. What do you want to read for Jen? Those. Okay. Alrighty. Let me get these out. How are you, by the way? Okay. Jack is here. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, you got a lot of wands too. Cha-cha. Um, so the 10 of Wands is the first one. The 10 of Wands. Burden, demands, and overload. The story of your life. Burden, demands, and overload. You are carrying a great burden. You have taken on too many demands, and the load has become crushing. You must learn to say no and protect your own well being. Even though you are capable of facing big challenges and can be a master multitasker, you need more balance to keep your nervous system calm and your home life happy. Ask friends and family to help support you on your new path and treat yourself to a luxurious day off. Pull back from the daily grind and renew your body and spirit so you can jump back in with a fresh and replenished outlook. Life is not about waiting for the storms to pass, it's about learning to dance in the rain. Huh, that's lovely. Then you got the Three of Wands, also. The Three of Wands. Action, adventure, and luck. This card is simply bursting with good fortune. Peek into your future and you will see that indeed it's bright. Adventure and blessings are beckoning you forth, so don't hesitate. Plans are being realized, your creative projects are bearing fruit, and there may even be a wedding or a ceremony to celebrate love and solidarity commitments. Do your best to trust your instincts and gently brush aside the opinions of others at this time. You are the captain of your ship and the author of your destiny. Take action, get a firm grip on the wheel, steady yourself towards what energies and what energies and what enlivens you. Luck is on your side. We live in a wonderful world that is full of beauty, charm, and adventure. There is no end to the adventures that we can have. It only, if only we seek them out. Open your eyes. Hmm. And then you got the tower. The tower. Destruction, enlightenment, release. The tower. So, destruction, enlightenment, release. Lightning strikes the tower, and just like that, nothing will ever be the same. Whether it's shattering a rigid ego or collapsing a long held dream or relationship, the tower moves fast and the message is clear. Things must change. Ruled by the disciplinary planet of Mars, this card comes with a strict dose of medicine that doesn't always go down easily. It will serve you well to surrender to this mighty intervention. Do not fight against it or question its purpose. You are here to learn important lessons and release attachments that don't serve you. Sometimes your castle must burn to the ground in order for you to see new possibilities. Trust that the rebuilding and reconstruction of your life will edge you towards your trustiest self and possibly even enlightenment. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. We didn't read that right. Okay, now let's see what your message is. Ooh, that was a long message. Okay, you ready? Sometimes, Jen, no matter what door you pick in the game of life, it may always have lemons behind those doors. It's what you choose to do with those lemons that will change your destiny, which means it's in your hands. Make lemonade, sell the lemons, trade them in for coffee beans. It's all up to you. You are the rock in your house. A good queen is just as powerful as any king. Hello. Hello there. Um Now, you're taking some lessons from Mark on this, aren't you? Okay, here's a question. Yeah. What's the answer? Yes. And the answer to your question, Jen, is yes. The answer to your question is yes. Thank you, Jack. What? And what's that answer? You actually have two questions, I think. Yes to both? Yes to both your questions that you were thinking of. Okay. Now I got it. All right. Yes and yes. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Jen. I hope that helped. Hey, Corey. Oh, thank you. I'm trying. We trying. Thank you, Corey. Enjoy your time with your family, love. All right. So now, um, I just have to stand and walk for a second. Then we have Krista, Pam, Shimmer Soul, James, Andre. Is that what we got? We're looking good. We're going good. Alrighty. Ooh. You're here, Krista, darling. Sorry, I'm just gonna stand up for a second because the sitting too long drives me crazy. Standing too long driving me crazy today. If anybody knows of a masseuse spirit or like a chiropractor spirit, send them my way. If you come across one, just send them my way. I could use a massage and probably a chiropractor. I should put my be right back on, right? No, where's Joe's? Where's Smoking Joe's? There we go. We're at Smoking Joe's. You're leaving, Kelly? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, you have a class. Much love to you. Enjoy your class. I haven't seen you a while in Shimmer Soul. What have you been up to? By the way. Okay. Me too. You're here, Pam? Good. Pam, I don't see Krista, so I'll read you next and then we'll come back to Krista. Um, because I'm trying to go through as fast as we can go here. So Pam's next. Pam, what are we gonna read for Pam? Pam, you're gonna get the new ones. Yeah. Hey, teacup for you. You want that one? All right, they're new, so that's why. Those are the ones you want? Mm-hmm. How are you, by the way, Billy Bob? You good? All righty, here we go. The first one you got is the teacup. The teacup. Ease, rest, small mind. And then you got the skull, which is transitions, reality, and grief. I can't say her name exactly. Yamiko Karashi, which is transformations. So let's read about her. Transformations. Let's see. Masks becoming play. Yamiko, a badass of experimental fiction. Ooh. It's almost entirely unknown among English speakers, influenced by Kafka and French literature. Her bizarre stories feature ghosts, flying heads, witch masks, incest, and bestiality. Her work will completely freak you out and provoke you with its fairy tale logic and philosophical underbelly. Let's see what that means for you. That's interesting. What do you want me to look up? Oh, okay. I will. So they said because she had flying heads and stuff, and you also got the skull, they told me to read you this spiritual significance of a skull. So often symbolizing death, mortality, and the nature of life, but it also represents transformation, wisdom, and the cycle of existence. Okay, now let's give you a message. Okay, here you go, Pam. Change is coming. I know you just had a shift, which put you at the right place and time for the next one. Change is good if you embrace it with your whole being. Your perspectives are going to change and shift, and the messages will be clearer. Um, and I think you have a question for me. Okay. So your answer to your question is yes. And that was for Miss Pam. Thank you very much. If we have time, I will certainly read you, sweetheart. Um, is Krista back? If not, Shimmer Soul, are you here? Because you're next, then. You're welcome, sweetheart. I'm just waiting for either Crystal. I haven't seen Crystal in a while. I'm gonna have to see if she has her messenger back up, see how she's doing. Reminded me, I'm gonna write it down. Signed Crystal. Okay, and Shimmer Soul or Krista is who I'm looking for. If not, we're gonna jump on to James in a second. If we don't find them, and I will better late than never, right? Yeah. Mm. You're welcome, Pam. I hope that made sense to you, love. It sounds all good, really. Pam and Kelly always have really good readings, I think. Okay. I'm gonna move on to James real quick and then see if the girls answer me. James is Who? Are you new? Okay. For James, you're here? Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. What would you like to read? Do you know what we got? There you go. Pick something. Ah. Mm-hmm. Hey, James. Let's see. Yeah, someone new is here. Yes. When she said her name, I was like, who are you? Yes, Shimmer Soul. I can't speak today. You know what I'm saying. She was here. She asked for a reading. So I'm just waiting for her to come back. This one? I don't like reading, if they're not here. I put them at the end then, and then I put a timestamp. I am here. Okay. Great. You're next, so don't go anywhere. We just try to keep it going, but I like people to be here for the readings. So you're next. Don't go anywhere. I lose myself in the. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Um, Here we go, James. The first one that you got, well, we'll read you from that side, the first one. The first one you got is the Nightmare of Daggers. The Nightmare of Daggers. Oh, thank you, Andre. Let's see. Nightmare of Daggers. Impulsiveness, quickness to action. The Nightmare of Dagger has laser focus and won't be kept from its goals. With an inevitable drive, it tackles tasks with precision and impulsiveness and without warning. Channel this energy. Face your goals head on and don't hesitate to act. Mm. And then you got the Nine of Crystals. The Nine of Crystals. Reaping rewards. You've planted so many seeds, and it's time to start reaping the rewards. Your investments are coming to fruition. Your garden is full and blooming, and everything you've worked so hard for will be coming together. Oh, and then you got the Seven of Bones. Perseverance. Pick up your weapon and fight. This isn't the time to surrender. Even when all the odds seem to be against you, you're not going to lose this battle. You need this pain to make you stronger, and your perseverance is going to pay off. So just keep hacking away. That was your reading, James. And now let me just see your message. Um, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, here you go, James. Putting on a mask and pretending you are someone else can be good to gain a different perspective on a situation. However, don't get lost in that persona. You may lose your own in the process. Step into your own suit. It fits you perfectly. It was made for you. So I hope that makes sense to you, James. And then, um, is there a question, Kendall? The answer, yes. Okay. And then your answer to your question that you had in your head was yes. Alrighty. Shimmer Soul is next. I never read for you, Shimmer Soul, so give me 1 second because I will ask to speak to you. It makes sense to me. Great. I will ask to speak to your spirit guide. Um, so a new guide. Uh, I don't know. She didn't say a new guide, but she definitely has been around you recently, and this may be not a guide who's going to stay, just a guide to help you through a specific situation, to give you some knowledge on something. Um, we'll see going forward, you know. So yeah, Kendall. That's what she said her name was. That's why when she said her name, I went to write Candace and she said Kendall. And I had started with the C, and then when I went to do your message, she's like Kendall with a K, and I'm like, okay, I gotcha. I know how to spell it. I was confused at first. uh, yeah, you have years ago. Years ago, I was connected only to my guides, and I did like readings more just like laxy daisy, nah, lackadaisical, more entertaining wise than than this. Like, I want to give you guys. I just want to read cards to you. Want to give you a personalized message. So yeah. So as you see, I know like everybody's guides unless they're new. They tell me their names. So let's see. Um, for Shimmer. Yes. Okay. What's your name? Is that what you like to be called? Okay. What do you want to read? Okay. Something super girly. Oh, how about these pink ones? Those are girly. Yeah. That's how I met Shimmer Soul and Cassie. They did readings, and that's how I first got into them. And then I found you all. There you go. Um, yeah. I used to love when Huntress gave readings. Although I love Cassie's stories now. So I'm glad she does the stories because she really does them good. Her and Meg's mysteries. Wow, like really unbelievable. Um, that one. Which one? That one? Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, you want one more? Go ahead. Yeah. Wait, she's gonna pick an extra one. Give her a second. I think it's that one. Ah, I think so. Never know. Is that it? Okay. Um, so let's see what we got. She wanted something very girly. So the first one is the boom box. The boom box. You're into music, so that kind of makes sense. The boom box stands for harmony, unity, and togetherness. Ooh, then you got the prince. The prince. Generosity, kindness, composure, bravery, noble intentions, chivalry. Then you got the mirror. The mirror. Mirror. Where are you? What number are you? 16. Self-reflection, contemplation, introspection. Mm. And then this was your extra one. You got the plushie, the little pink plushie. Number 20. Comfort, reassurance, and support. Now, let's get the message to see what that all means for you. Um, Now, all right, lovely. Hit me. One second. Okay, here you go, Shimmer. The grass is always looking greener on the lawn next door. Why? Because you have a little guilt knowing that you haven't been taking care of yours like you should. The house to the left of you is crumbling to the ground. The house on the right of you has just been rebuilt. You're in the middle, modest and confused on what your next move is. But don't always seek advice from people who you perceive as worthy because you are the worthiest person to take advice from. So basically, you must be in the middle of maybe two people that you love fighting or something like that. You're in the middle of something that's you're wishing to get out of. And they're telling you you already know you have all the tools you need to get yourself free and all the advice you need because you have good intuition is what I'm hearing. So you just have to listen to it. Because it's easy for us to read cards and give other people advice, but it's hard for us sometimes to take our own um advice. But yeah, and I think that so you had a question on your mind today, which I guess is the reason why you came in here. Um, you saw readings and you had some question on your mind. And this was a yes or no question. And so your guide is saying the answer to that question that you had in your head is yes. Yeah. And that was for you, Miss Shimmer. And I hope that made sense to you. Thank you, lovely. Um, well, my shoulder's feeling a little better, but it moved to my lower back is just hating me today, Mary. My whole body is it's working its way down. It's working its way down. So yeah, I just can't get away from the pain today. I just want to make sure that made sense to Miss Shima. Krista, are you here? If not, we have Andre, are you still here? It resonates with me. Thank you. You're very welcome. I'm glad. Thank you for hanging out with us all this time. Thank you for the super chat. I super appreciate it. Um, we're just gonna see if um, Krista or Andre is here. If not, then we have Sammy. Yeah. Shimmer, you still do the music streams? Gosh, I haven't seen one come up for a long while. And sometimes I lurk only because I don't know anybody in your stream. So sometimes I used to just listen, but I haven't seen one come up in a long while. Do you have a day when you do live streams so that we all know so we can come see you? Because you know how YouTube is with the damn notification. You know how that goes. Um, yeah. Hmm. We'll wait to see if she has a day for us so I can write it down too. 'Cause sometimes if you're not on YouTube when the notification goes on and you get so freaking many sometimes and they recommend all this bullshit that you don't even watch and then you don't see the notification, because you're like, you look, eh, what's all this shit? And then then I look and all the recommendations are from my own videos and I go, hello, are you recommending my videos to anyone else? I already know what the video is. I did it. Come on now. Like, I hate that. I hate when I look in there and it's you. I do them, yes, late Thursday nights, 9-10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then I do pop-ups. Okay, so definitely Thursdays though. So that'd be right after like I finish. I do Thursday tomorrow. We usually do like chat or games or something, but it's usually just for like an hour. So we'll be done by then. So we'll go tomorrow I'll share you if you guys don't have Shimmer, click on her because I think almost everybody's just about blue. And you could go see her channel, and I will drop your channel tomorrow before I end the stream. Mary, remind me because write it in the messenger so I remember. And then I can I'll share it before we leave, and then they can go see you because it'll be just a little while. I s- oh, thank you. I stopped posting videos because I was visibly cringing that, and I found out all they got on my YouTube and made a lot of YouTube shorts. And when I was confronted her, she said, "Yeah, do it." So why can't I? You're welcome, sweetheart. Yeah, they do some wonderful songs. Yes. Um, Mary normally Mary will come live with me either Wednesdays or Saturdays if I'm interviewing someone or we're doing some kind of spiritual learning. But I don't think you're going live by yourself. I haven't seen Mary go live in a little bit by herself. All righty. Let me just stand. You mean Thursday? Yeah, Thursdays and Saturdays. I go live Saturday too, but usually we take like walks on Saturday. I try to get out a little on Saturday. Um, yeah. Um, and Thursday I'll usually do like games or spiritual learning, or we'll have a guest on. Um, so yeah. Alrighty. Sammy, let's see what we got. Yeah, you ready? Okay. Um, so what do you want to read for Sammy? Uh-huh. The blue ones, please. Oh, okay. You're next, Andre. Right after Sammy. Mm, yes. When it's kids only, there's no like you can't like turn on notifications. You can subscribe, can turn on notifications, and I don't know if you know they can get monetized, but you can just have a kids one. Um, I know they were sticky. Sorry, love. Alrighty. Make sure because they were sticking. Um, I haven't seen Scott in the last few days. Um, has anybody seen Scott? I think the last time I saw him was on Boomers on Friday, maybe? Okay. Sammy, the first one you got is the cake of foodie, the cake of foodies. Cake typically relates to good luck, peace of mind, and all things in moderation. Cake relieves stress and helps to heal your mind. This piece of cake comes to you in a positive light to shine its sprinkles on the people in your life and to spread icings on the values you hold dearest. Mm. And then you got the boss lady of social, the boss lady of social. There's Scott. You heard your name. How are you, Scott? I'm sorry about that, but I'm glad you're here. Someone who is in charge of all aspects in their life. They don't waste time playing games or indulging in drama, always maintaining a level headed demeanor, steadfast composure, ability to stay balanced in all situations, honest, honesty, dedication, and commitment. This is a call for you to be more like a boss lady, Sammy. Then you have the crystal ball of scary pentacles. Throughout history, the crystal ball has been used for gazing, prophecy, um, scaring, fortune telling, and status. Its sphere shape brings forth energy of harmony and unity. Seeing into our future can be a scary thing for most people. This crystal ball wants you to gaze into it to gain clarity and get past the smoky fog that's been hanging over your conscious mind. Interesting. Now let's see what the message is for you, Sammy. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Tell me your name. You're reading for Sammy, right? Okay. Alrighty. Thank you. I don't think I asked you last time, and I apologize for my rudeness. But I don't the way back when I read for Sammy, I think it was a woman. So that's why I'm like, wait, I have to ask you your name. Now, do you have a message for Sam? Okay, you ready for this one, Sammy? Wine and soda, coffee and gin, lemonade and sangria. Sometimes the unlikeliest things can go together perfectly, even if it's not the norm. Don't be afraid to shake things up a bit in your life. Being stagnant is the same as being in a coma. Good things will just pass you by. No, I think they're just telling you um spice things up a bit. Like sometimes when we just get into like the groove and just stay there and never do anything different, we just lose our like passion, and we're just like, whatever, I gotta get up again and go to work. Oh, whatever, I gotta do this. Oh, whatever, I gotta do that. And it's just like you fall into like a depression boredom. So they want you to shake things up a bit. So that was for you. Thank you so much. It was nice meeting you. Oh, she has a. You have a question, Sammy? I know that's what they told me. The answer to your question is yes. Andre, you're next. Oh my gosh, I broke my pen. What the heck is going on? Andre, we have to get yeah, they said their name was Mark. Hi, Marissa. All right. Ah, today you have a big message? Okay. Andre, what's going on? Yeah, or it could be your significant other's guide, because sometimes that happens. Like sometimes Eddie's guide will come for Jen. Um, you know, be something like that too. Your mother's guide who wants to give you a message. Um, they do that sometimes. It's happened more than once. I knew it wasn't the girl that normally comes for you. So I'm like, wait, what happened? I know astrology, but they also have a message for you. But what happened? Something news going on? Um, okay. Obviously, they said they have a message for you. Wanted to make sure I knew. Hmm. Okay. So you have the Sagittarius. Aim for the heart and shoot true. Curious, honesty, generosity. Then you got the number 10 in numerology. And it goes with Saturn and Capricorn. And when you think of number 10, you think of I achieve. It's the outer world. 10 is the number that has infinite possibilities It is perfect for people who are self determined, social, and have an urge to explore more things in life. 10 is looked at as a relatively neutral number that doesn't have any negative connotations. Furthermore, it denotes the completion of a cycle, and people in this house want to move to a new phase in their life. Oh, maybe that's what the message is. And then, what is this? Pisces. Pisces. Yeah, Pisces. When you think of Pisces, it's a water sign, it's in the 12th house. And when you think of Pisces, you think of the number 18 in Tarot, the King of Cups, the moon, that all goes, the water and the moon, of course. Ruled by Neptune, the celestial body governs creativity, dreams, and adores explorations. Their boundless imagination symbolizes um, like the two fish swimming in opposite direction. It represents the constant division of attention between fantasy and reality. Neptune, energy of the ocean, magical, mystical, and often scary. When the fog is thick, the horizon is obstructed, and there's no difference between the sea and the sky. And then, no, where's the other one? What is that one with the line? Aha, to see it. Oh, Mercury. We haven't read Mercury in a long while. Mercury in the third house. Um, when you think of Mercury, think of the magician. Um, it stands for infinity symbols, wings or winged items, goes with vertigo. Um, represents principles of communication, mentality, thinking patterns, rational reasoning, and adaptability. Known as the Lord of Gemini and Virgo, in Vedic astrology, Mercury is known as the Buddha because it's greatest among all it bestows on a person with intelligence and wealth. It's all about quick wit and quick thinking in this house. Alrighty, and let's see what the message is for you. On top of that, okay, okay, I'm writing. Wait. Okay, here you go. Andre, wait. Here's your message. Don't leave me. You are getting your emotions in check. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it can be done. The world is not against you. Only you are against you, which means you can change how you feel, what you're doing, and what your destiny looks like. The world is busy doing its own thing, so you get busy for you. Well, that's lovely. That was your message, Andre. So I believe that was everybody except Krista. I guess she fell asleep on us. Krista, did you come back? Are you here? Right? I think we got everybody. James, Sammy, Shimmer, Pam, Jen, Annie. Yeah. It was only Krista. Yeah, that was some powerful message, right, Kim? um, you're very welcome. You're very welcome, Andre. That was a lovely message. Marissa has a lovely speaking voice too. Uh-oh. Where'd you come from? We have this, but no cards in there. No. Oh, that's for the astrology one. Because otherwise they get stuck in here. That's why. And the other. Hmm. No, Kim. It it doesn't when you're sitting. Good night, Andre. When you're sitting, it doesn't always feel better, unfortunately. So that's why I have to stand, sit, and then um sometimes none of that helps. And then I take my hot shower and then, you know, we got lots of things we try to do, but sometimes nothing works. Okay. So I hope everybody enjoyed the readings tonight. They were lovely. Tonight the messages were unbelievable, right? And I know I was on point because, there was like 3 times where I was like, wow, I surprised myself. Like with Jen, like I was writing it and right away I was like, um, she wasn't here, but I was like, no, I just hear Jen really needs a reading. So I put her on. You're welcome, James. Um, so yeah, so oh, thank you, Kim. Yeah, I could use all the healing I could get now. um, yeah, I'll make a smoke and we'll talk for just a second. Um, I did get through all of them, so I'm excited for that. I have to really get new pens, guys. Um, I actually saw this thing where you can like just buy the insides of the pens and then put like beads and stuff on the pens. And I was like, oh, I should make a whole bunch of my own pens. because I got so many beads. And then there'll be personalized pens. Thank you, Scott. Um, like I have this one. They have like make your own keychains and everything, so you can just put your own beads on the keychain. This one says "Girl Boss," and so you just put your, and so you can unscrew this and change the beads and everything when you want to change it. But I love these, and they have pens like this now, and I was like, "Ooh, that's lovely." I can put all my pretty beads on a pen. Uh, Um, I made that set. Um, well, I made the cards, the numerology. Like I bought the dice. It's 3 dice. It's called astrology dice, and I believe I got them on Etsy. And I made the cards. I did all the research myself on the astrology and the meanings of everything, and I wrote the cards myself. And then that extra card that I read, the free with that pink deck that I got. She sent me those few astrology ones, so I read that now with the astrology, because they're fast. They only have 3 words. So, um, yeah, but yeah, I made the cards that go with the dice. Yeah. I went through all the meanings of like Neptune, all the different ones, and I took what made sense to me. And yeah, you know, yeah. So that's the astrology one. I did a lot of work because I really wanted to kind of dive a little into astrology. So all those, yeah, cards I wrote, the numbers 1 through 12, all the signs and all the planets. So I had to do a lot of research. But because you can't read something, even the tarot, you can't read it, or you can't even read the like uh, regular sweets if you don't know what they mean. Now, some decks have different meanings to each one, because um instead of like, some of them will have crystals instead of um let's say wands. So the crystals replace the wands, but you still have to know the main meaning of the wands to know what the crystals mean, what that suit means, or sweet, or whatever you want to call it. I have a whole book on that too, that I wrote myself, so because when I write it, it's better. James, good night. Much love to you. Have a good one. I'm so happy for you. Oh, no, well, it was really easy. Like, so what I did was, because I made a lot of decks. Oh, maybe I can make you one, Kim. But if you want to make your own, it's a lot of research. Like, let's say you want to make an oracle deck on the herbs, which would probably be good for you. Um, So you'd have to go though with, if you stick with the suits. So like, let's pick the cups, right? Let's say the cups is all about and I can't even think right now. Um Cups in the tarot. Okay, so cups is the element of water, and it pertains to situations, events of an emotional nature. So it's all about your emotions, right? So when you do that suit or that suite, you're going to do the herbs that directly go with your emotions. So let's say you do um, sage for that suit of cups, right? So you have to put how the sage, what the sage means emotionally. And then when you're doing, let's say, the one about prosperity, like the coins, right? Or the pentacles, aren't those about prosperity? So then you would do the herbs that bring you luck, like, or the flowers that bring you luck, like the clover, and then you just write one on the clover, like what's the spiritual meaning of a clover, for spiritual meaning of clover. So it symbolized good luck, fortune, and positivity, often representing your faith, hope, love, and luck, right? So if you would put that in the coins or the pentacles, or then it would stand for prosperity and luck in love, and you have good fortune coming. If you put it into the cups, then you'd have to look at, like, well, what's the emotional meaning behind the clover? So if you were doing it for that, you'd have to put love as the main leaf of the clover. The third leaf is traditionally linked to love, representing the warmth and connection we find in relationships and the ability to share joy and happiness. So, depending on what suit you put it in, would be what it would mean for that suit. So, there you go. I hope I helped you in that long-winded explanation, but I think it calls for it. Anyway, that's just that's just how I did it, but um yes. Oh my God. Yeah. You need the vitamin D, probably. You need to stick your head out in the out the window or something. Oh, I'm sorry, Diane. Do you have a window open, Diane, in your room? If you don't, crack it open. I could feel your energy earlier. Yeah. Um, I don't know why they said crack open a window. Maybe you just need some fresh air. Get out some of the stale shit that's in the house. I don't know. It might prop your energy up a little anyway. Um, yeah, bedroom windows open. I need air. Yes. Oh, maybe that's what it was saying. Yeah, she opened the window. Needing some air. Well, if you ever get bored, not that you do, I wouldn't mind the set. Okay. Oh yeah, I can do that. It would be interesting and it would give me something to do and to look at different herbs and stuff um, that I normally wouldn't do for myself. But it's always good to learn things, so I like that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think I have most of the stuff, like little cards or whatever, but the shipping would always be helpful. Um, because that's the thing that if I have it, I can make it. The research is just the research. As long as you don't have a time frame, we're all good. It's just the shipping. Which probably isn't too much from New York to PA because it's not going to be a heavy item, but still, I don't know what it is. You have a bunch of quarters. Well, there you go. You can't send the quarters in the mail, though. You have to translate it into PayPal quarters. Although I heard now that like you can go, well, I have one. I have, but I do it all electronically. But I heard that there's some places you can go, like you could just request like a PayPal card, like, and it looks like a debit card, and they send it to you, and you can go put money on it, so you don't like, use your regular credit cards or you don't use your regular debit. Let's say if you want to buy something online and you don't want to use your regular card and they don't take PayPal, you could still use it because it's just like a regular card. But there's some places like here anyway that you can fill up your PayPal card with cash. And I was like, oh, how interesting. I didn't know that. I just do it online though from the bank account, but oh, I'm sorry, Evie. Oh, no, you can't. Don't be giving me the steak quarters. Um, Maryland? Who's Maryland? Does anyone know? The lady's like, Maryland. And I'm like, okay, who's Maryland? Are you Maryland? Yes. But she didn't say anything else. I don't know who Maryland is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Alrighty. I obviously have people to cross over who are here too. Um, I don't know. I usually do Wednesdays. Oh, that's lovely. Her name wasn't Maryland, was it? Who's Maryland? Maryland, who you here for? Oh, okay. That's oh, Oh, that's nice, Mary. Yeah, well, when you're someplace so long, it was Beverly. Okay, because I have a Maryland, and then I wasn't sure where she came from, but she's just here to cross, I guess. She may have came from like Kathy maybe brought her, and that's why I put it with you. Yeah. Because that happens too, people just drop people off here. Uh, Not here by that name. I mean, she's an Aussie. Is that a popular name there, Evie? Because here we say Maryland, but she was saying Maryland. So it's like pronounced differently. So that's why I assume maybe she was, from you because it's a different pronunciation of the name. It's not common here, but um, Jerry did, and yes, to help her cross over. Oh, okay. I had the feeling she came from you. 'Cause when you said that lady's name, then she's like, "Oh yeah, me. I'm this one." So then I'm like, "Oh, is that her?" But she just came from your house. Jerry brought her. Yeah. Yes, to help her cross. Okay. That's perfect. Would pronounce it. Oh yeah. Okay. So it was you. Oh, that's good, Kim. You must have a lot then. I know I'm kind of I always have a lot. Like there's for the first time Monday, I was 4 shy of 500. Usually I have between 500 and 600. Somewhere in between 500 and 600. I won't do more than that each time. Um and for the first time ever we were short 4 but that's cuz I did 596 on Sunday, so we snuck a few more in there, a little less there. Um but yeah, that's what happened. Um oh, I'm going to tell you um on Messenger. I have something for you, Mary, but I'm not going to say it here. It's a little personal. So I will get you on Messenger, but I have to eat and do my crossover, and then Sarah remind me. Don't let me forget. um. So yeah, but it's personal. If some things are too personal, I'll just message you guys. Um. I don't wanna. I don't air out people's dirty laundry on YouTube. You know. And usually they're good. The guides are good with that. Oh, Scott, there was a message for you though. Um, say it again. Don't let your sour feelings predict your actions. Just take it as a situation and not by the person. So take the situation at face value, negate the person from it, so that you can get a better perspective. Because sometimes, I guess that if we associate it with a person of sorts, and maybe we're not so keen on that person, our decision's going to be different than if we like the person. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what they said. And good night to you. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. That's right, man. Touch my head. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. I am going to play the outro. I'm heading out of here. I gotta eat something. I ate a little bit before the stream, but every time after the card readings, I'm starving for some odd reason. Spot on. And yes, it makes sense. Great. I'm glad I was able to get that to you. It just came to me as you said goodbye. So, good night to everyone. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight and for all your well wishes with my pain. I'll take all your healing and prayers to heart because I know it works. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, right around the same time, between 6 and 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. And here we'll put an alien for today. We just feel like an alien ship.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.